Did you know some of the most powerful leaders in history lived lives so unusual they sound made up? From presidents who were bartenders, to leaders who survived assassination attempts and kept giving speeches, to revolutionaries who spent decades in prison before changing their country forever. History isn't just wars and politics, it's filled with unbelievable human stories. Today we're counting down 10 world leader facts that sound fake, but are absolutely true. Stay until the end because the number one fact might completely change how you see history. Let's begin. Number 10. Abraham Lincoln, the bartender president. Did you know Abraham Lincoln once worked as a bartender? Long before becoming the 16th U.S. president, Lincoln co-owned a bar and general store in Illinois in the 1830s. He even held an official bartender's license. Imagine walking into a bar and being served by a future president whose face would end up on the $5 bill. Lincoln later joked that business wasn't great and the store eventually failed. But the experience taught him people skills and communication, which helped his political career. From bartender unto president, to one of the most respected figures in American history. Not a bad career change. Number 9. Winston Churchill, the poor student who saved Britain. As a child, Churchill had trouble focusing and performed poorly in many subjects. His teachers even thought he wasn't very bright. He failed exams and had to retake entrance tests to get into military school. Yet this same underperforming student later became the British Prime Minister who led the UK through World War II. His speeches inspired millions and boosted morale during Britain's darkest days. It's a powerful reminder. Early struggles don't define your future. Sometimes the kid who struggles in class ends up changing history. Number 8. Vladimir Putin, the judo black belt. Putin has practiced judo since he was a teenager and holds a black belt. He has even competed in tournaments and co-authored a book on judo techniques. He has often said judo taught him discipline, strategy, and mental toughness. Whether people admire or criticize him, his martial arts background is real and rare among world leaders. Not many presidents can throw you over their shoulder in a judo match. Number 7. Before becoming Germany's long-serving chancellor, Merkel earned a doctorate in quantum chemistry. She worked as a research scientist and published scientific papers. Her analytical, calm, and methodical approach to leadership is often credited to her science background. While many politicians come from law or business, Merkel came from the lab. She went from studying molecules to managing one of the world's strongest economies. Number 6. Even though he was the first U.S. president, the White House wasn't finished until after his presidency ended. Instead, he lived in residences in New York and Philadelphia while the Capitol was being developed. So the most iconic presidential home in America was never occupied by the very first president. It's one of those strange historical twists people rarely learn in school. Number 5. Theodore Roosevelt. In 1912, during a campaign event, a gunman shot Roosevelt before he was scheduled to speak. But the bullet passed through his speech papers and eyeglass case in his pocket, slowing it down. Realizing he wasn't coughing blood, Roosevelt assumed the wound wasn't immediately fatal. So what did he do? He went on stage and delivered a 90-minute speech anyway. He told the crowd, "It takes more than that to kill a bull moose." Only after finishing did he go to the hospital. That level of toughness is almost unbelievable. Number 4. Napoleon Bonaparte. Many people imagine Napoleon as tiny, but he was around 5'6" to 5'7", average height for a French man of his time. The Napoleon was short myth likely came from British propaganda and differences between French and British measurement systems. His nickname, the Little Corporal, referred to affection from his troops, not his height. So one of history's biggest myths is actually false. Napoleon's reputation was larger than life, and so was his actual height for the era. Number 3. Gandhi was extremely shy as a young man. Before becoming a global symbol of peace and nonviolence, Gandhi worked as a lawyer in South Africa. Early in his career, he was so nervous in court that he sometimes struggled to speak. But experiencing racial discrimination in South Africa deeply changed him. Those experiences shaped his philosophy of nonviolent resistance, which later helped India gain independence. From a shy lawyer to a world-changing leader. His journey shows how personal experiences can shape global movements. Number 2. Did you know Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison before becoming South Africa's president? Mandela was jailed for opposing apartheid, a system of racial segregation. He endured hard labor and harsh conditions for nearly 3 decades. Many leaders might have come out bitter. Mandela came out preaching forgiveness and unity. After his release, he helped dismantle apartheid and became president in 1994. His leadership prevented possible civil war and helped reconcile a divided nation. Few stories in history show resilience like his. Number 1. Kim Jong-il. The legendary golf claim. North Korean state media once claimed Kim Jong-il shot 11 holes in one in his very first golf game. According to the story, he scored 38 under par and then retired from golf because there was nothing left to achieve. Statistically, even one hole-in-one is extremely rare for professionals. 11 in one round is practically impossible. This claim became one of the most famous examples of exaggerated propaganda. Whether people believe it or not, it remains one of the most talked about leader stories in modern history. Sometimes history includes myths that are just as fascinating as facts. History isn't just dates and textbooks. It's filled with real people who had strange beginnings, incredible challenges, and unbelievable stories. From bartenders becoming presidents, to scientists becoming world leaders, to prisoners becoming national heroes. The truth is often more surprising than fiction. Which fact surprised you the most? Comment below. I read them all. If you enjoy real history that sounds unreal, subscribe for more truth-packed stories. Because history, it's wilder than you think.